Hello, good morning, and welcome to the final part of Andrew and the Magic Giveashitometer, Growing Up with ADHD. I have to be honest with you, a little bit sad that I've been enjoying reading it with you, to you, and I've been really excited by all the lovely positive comments people have been sending me about, again across all the social medias. It's been quite a big job. You wouldn't think so, just like loading it up to YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and LinkedIn and Patreon and Facebook. It's quite all consuming, but I've enjoyed it. As always, books $7.99 on Amazon and a paperback, $4.99 as a Kindle. And if you are Kindle Unlimited, you'll get it free. So that's good, yeah. So the final chapter, bit of an unusual one, is called Mind of a Mod. Mind of a Mod. In 1982, I was working in my second proper job at Gateway Supermarket, Charlton Kings, Cheltenham, stacking pet food and unloading deliveries. Things were pretty grim. The money was dreadful. I had an income of about £35 for around 70 hours per week, and my rent at the YMCA was £30. Because I was under 18, there were no state benefits available to me, so I had to live on £5 a week for my food and cigarettes. Welcome to Thatcher's Britain. My boss at Gateway was called Steve. I could never work out whether Steve liked me or not. I liked him. He was a jovial brummie who would take me to do the banking in his 3-litre Ford Capri at 75 miles an hour through the villages. Let's show 'em what a 3-litre Capri can do, shall we? Anyway, back to Steve and why he's in my book. I was a mod. Full-on, suit-wearing, Vespa-riding, 1960s, throwback Northern Soul, Small Faces, The Who, Tamla Motown, The Jam, secret affair, loving mod. Being a mod was the most important thing in my life. It fitted so perfectly. A mod was supposed to be from the public housing sector. A mod was colourful in amongst the donkey jackets and brown wellies of late 70s and 80s, Whitbread breweries. But mostly a mod felt like he was a cut above the rest. To this end, I was a cut above the rest. I would walk down the street knowing that whilst everyone else was being fed an Orwellian diet of Duran Duran and Wham, I knew something that they did not. I had the edge. During the summer, I would be off to various seaside resorts for scooter rallies in amongst thousands of people who were just like me. Millions like us. This was a new feeling to me and I relished it. And guess what? That feeling, that modness has never ever gone away. When they said let your heart dance, that's exactly what I did. So one day I went to Steve Carter and I said, Steve, I'm thinking of writing a book. I'm going to call it Mind of a Mod. Steve laughed. My point? Well, here we are nearly 40 years later and the book is now here. The working title, Mind of a Mod, hugely relevant. Back then, as you know, I had no idea that I had ADHD. All I knew was that I had a brain that was constantly rammed with information, ideas, thoughts, anxiety. Of course, now I know that this is the ADHD brain, a brain that never stops, and a brain that maximizes every anxiety and has the ability to grow the tiniest worries into unprecedented disasters on an almost biblical scale. It has taken much practice and a lot of work to manage this brain, but I think I have mastered it. It really is a case of blocking those thoughts as irrelevant and seeing them as what they are, symptoms of an overactive mind. Once you have achieved this, a new mindset is attained. Again, tell your children this. Tell your children all about this. They will almost certainly thank you, but mostly tell them to be proud of their ADHD. It's a rare gift. By the way, other possible titles have included Diary of an Extraordinary Man, as suggested by my good pal Dan when we were at university together. Dan is now the head of a school where I am vice chair of governors. I wonder if Dan remembers suggesting this title. I certainly do. And another title of my own design was Andrew and the Great Glass Giveashitometer. So the book has arrived. I can't lie to you, it's been incredibly painful sifting through these memories. But I am happy to say that a lot has changed and mostly for the good. Most especially, I have these 4 wonderful children who make me proud every day. Maybe it is and maybe it isn't called Mind of a Mod. You will have to check the cover. But the owner of that busy working 16-year-old brain certainly stands proud. Go out and find your groove. Peace, love, stay out of trouble.